I'm going in. First off, you know what it is if you heard Drake betting hoes. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Wine and Wellness Wednesday. I'm Lindsay Brantley, the founder of Camellia Alise and the Camellia Alise Academy, and I'm super excited to be here with y'all today. So I started off with I'm going in because today we are going in on these wraps, y'all. I went and pulled all these different materials out. So we're about to have fun. But before we get started, first and foremost, today I got champagne, y'all. So I'm going in, so I'm celebrating. I'm excited. Our books are full this weekend, having an amazing week ahead. So I wanted to share some of that joy with y'all. So toast to each and every one of y'all. All right, I hope y'all are ready to get started and to learn some fun info on these body wraps, okay? So let me adjust one camera. Y'all know I got YouTube as well as Instagram going at the same time. And so I pulled out all these different materials because I want you guys to see some different wraps. We're going to talk about different ones, which ones I use, which ones I don't use, why I use certain ones that I use. So let's go in. And as usual, when I'm going through the information, if y'all have any questions, let me know. This is more technical. For those of you guys that are new, Wine and Wellness Wednesday focuses on two things on the Academy page. We talk about entrepreneurship. So last week I went in and talked about sales. And this week I'm going a little bit more technical. We're going to be talking about body wraps and the different types of materials. And I also want you guys to just be a little bit more informed about what you will get when you come into our wrap classes. So our initial class, you guys, one of the biggest questions that I get is about osmotic wrap. If you come in and take our body wrap specialist course, you're going to be learning about two different types of wraps. One is a contouring wrap, which helps with inch loss, and one is the infrared wrap, which helps with weight loss. Now, I did not bring the infrared bed out. I'm not doing all that right now, but I'm going to talk about contour wrapping. So when you take our contour wrapping class, we talk to you about two very specific types of wraps, okay? So this first one that you guys are going to see, this is the elastic bandage. Let me open this one. So this is the elastic bandages, okay? So elastic bandages are just that. They're elastic. They're made to help tighten the skin. This is one way of doing the contour wrap. The other is the medical grade plastic wrap. Now, I just want to show y'all something so that you understand. Osmotic wrap, do you see how long this is versus this, okay? So we do not use the saran wrap. Saran wrap is going to be as long as this. We do not use these long wrap strips, and you'll understand why when you come into class. So when you come into class, we're going to teach y'all the difference between elastics and plastics, but we use a medical grade plastic wrap. We do not use saran wrap. Don't ever, if you have somebody coming in paying you hundreds of dollars, do not ever wrap that person with saran wrap. Just don't do it, okay? But saran wrap is not going to help your client to perspire and lose inches like they need to anyway. We use medical grade plastic wrap. When you come into class, we typically teach you how to use it, the smaller roll, because it's easier for contouring. We go into all of those techniques in class, but smaller roll is normally easier for contouring, and then the larger roll, we only really use this one if we have clients who are a little bit on the larger side and their foundation, not the contouring, needs longer length. So that's what this is for, okay? Now, let me explain why I don't use osmotic wrap and when I would use osmotic wrap. I use osmotic wrap only if I have a client who is taking it home with them, okay? So if we do any like DIY kits, which we do, we have those on our website, some DIY wrap kits. This is good for you to kind of wrap yourself for the clients. I do not use osmotic wrap in the infrared sauna bed. Okay, so I know I'm probably gonna get some questions in the DMs after this, but you guys, if you understand, this is what I'm saying, it's about your understanding. If you understanding what infrared heat is, infrared is a spectrum of light, and guess what blocks light? Dark colors. Dark colors block the infrared spectrums that you want your client's body to be exposed to. I do not use dark osmotic wrap in an infrared sauna. I hope that that was like a light bulb moment for a lot of you guys, but I do not use osmotic wrap inside an infrared sauna. I will only use osmotic wrap if it's part of a DIY kit for my clients who take home with them. Sometimes it's easier to wrap yourself with this, but I will never use osmotic wrap if I am doing an infrared sauna session. Okay, so that wrap is out. And as I was telling you guys before, I use the plastics over elastics for a lot of reasons. Sanitation is one of them. Cleanliness, you got to clean those. You also have to normally find like an herbal solution to soak the elastic bandages in. It's a lot. So we don't use elastics. We typically teach you guys how to use the plastic wraps, or we allow our clients to use osmotic wrap if they're taking it home with them. Okay. Now, the last one I want to talk to you guys about is the Yeso wrap. This is a casting and molding wrap. And as you see, I have it on a paper towel because these wraps have specific clays in them that help your client to contour their body. Now, I'm gonna go in on this one in a couple seconds, but let me just finish off these other ones, okay? And then let me also say this, my disclaimer, if y'all know me, you know I'm always conscious about what I say. Please note that these are not the only wrap materials in the world that you can use, but these are the best, and these are the ones that we use to give our clients results. There are like some pre-soaked bandages for this and that. There's all different kinds of wraps, right? But if you want effective results, these are the materials that we use, okay? So you have your medical grade plastic wraps, not saran wraps. We have the infrared wrap bed, which is for weight loss. This is more for contouring. And then you have your Yeso therapy wrap, okay? Now, Yeso therapy is a completely different class from the regular body wrap class. So when you come in, it takes us, if I was just teaching body wraps by itself with the textbook, to learn the techniques that we teach you guys to contour, as well as the safety and the different types and all that, the class by itself will probably be like a 4-hour class, okay? So that's just for these other methods. So the Yeso is a self-paced course, okay? This is a course that you can buy on our Academy website. It's, I believe, $2.99. It's a add-on service. The Yeso wrap is a clay-based casting wrap that your client will wear anywhere between 8 to 24 hours to cast and help with additional inch loss, okay? So there's a specific way, of course it looks hard now, there's a specific way you have to apply this, special creams you want to put on beforehand. Your client should not be wearing this for 5-6 days in a row. It's a 1-day wrap, okay? It's not like an actual cast, like if you break your foot. It's not for that. This is a wrap that's normally going to be worn 8 to 24 hours, and then your client is either going to cut it off or they're going to come back and you're going to cut it off and measure their results, okay? Y'all, there is one thing that, and I see someone has a question. I will read the questions. I ain't got my glasses on, so I'll come up there in a second. But I see people doing some weird-ish when it comes to wraps. So let me just tell y'all one thing. If you are buying the proper Yeso wraps, and before you ask the question, we do not sell these. This is one of our self-paced classes that as part of the class, we give you a full vendors list. We don't sell the Yeso wraps. That's probably one of the only things we don't sell. I got a warehouse full of this. But we don't sell the Yeso wraps. We give you a special vendors list. But if you are buying the right type of Yeso wrap, this wrap has certain clays, it has certain allergies, it has certain like aloe, it has certain algae, that's what I was thinking of, algae. It has certain algae in it. There are certain things in this clay that helps your client's body to detox and increase inch loss. I'm seeing all these videos, y'all, and it's frankly, it's annoying me. I'm not gonna say it's pissing me off, but it's annoying me. You spend all this money on this special clay wrap, but you wrap your client with plastic and then you put the casting wrap on top. That makes no sense. It makes no sense because you are literally blocking your client's body from being exposed to what's actually in the wrap. If that's the case, then you might as well just use this elastic bandage instead of a specialized clay wrap. Because if these wraps have certain herbal materials in them that are going to help your clients to lose inches. So if you're putting plastic on and then you're applying this, the clients are missing the benefits. Okay, so let me answer a couple of these questions and then I will continue going into the wraps. Okay, so someone says, yes, I wish that I stopped seeing people teach to medical wrap and then put yeso on top of them is defeating the purpose. Yes, because it's not doing what it's supposed to. You just said what I was texting is not allowing the medicine to do what it's supposed to. Somebody that gets it. Yes, stop doing that. Please, please, please. I love yeso wraps and the results it gives. Thank you. Okay, another question. What about magic tape? I'm not talking about K-taping today. K-taping is something very different, and that is also a self-paced class, but that is not considered a wrap. So I'm not talking about K-taping today. All right, so those are the 3 questions we got so far. Okay, yeah, I'm specifically just talking about like wrap materials. K-taping is something different, okay? All right, so back to the yeso wrap. But as you can see, there's some other people on here that are frustrated with it as well. So that's the one thing. I'm not even going to go really hard into this right now, but the one thing that I want you guys to know is, first of all, if you've taken a yeso class and somebody put medical grade plastic and then casting, know that you're not getting a good education. Let me say that. And then the second thing is make sure that you're buying the right casting wrap so that you know that it has the special clays in it that's going to benefit your client. Because if you're just buying like plain casting, there's no clay or whatever, then the clients are not getting the results there either. And then if you have like options when it comes to materials, like I said, do not use saran wrap on you guys' clients. Do not use osmotic wrap if you are doing an infrared sauna session. Like I was saying before, infrared is a spectrum of light. The light needs to be absorbed into the client's body, and if you have a very dark kind of plastic, it's blocking the light, okay? So I always tell my clients, clear, don't get all these fancy colors, because you're like, oh, my colors are green, so I'm gonna find this green plastic. All you're doing is lessening your client's results, okay? Now, just like with cavitation, just like with wood therapy, anything else, there are pre and post instructions that come along with all the different services, different prices. All that stuff is explained in class. So I just want you guys to know and understand that if you do take a body wrap class with us, you're going to learn 3 different methods: the contour wrapping, the infrared wrapping, and then combination services of the 2. And so that's pretty much what you would get from us, okay? So I just wanted to do a brief overview of, like I said, the types of materials you should be using, the types of materials you shouldn't be using, some of the common like mistakes that we see. If you guys have any questions, now is the time to ask and I will answer them. Let's see. She said it boils my skin that it's being taught this way. The right ones on Amazon are made for arts and crafts. The right ones on. Oh, I don't buy them on Amazon, but okay. Maybe I've never bought these on Amazon. Like I said, we have specific, like the one that we have is actually slim plaster. So I ordered this specifically from manufacturers that we share. But hey, if it's on Amazon, you never know. Okay. All right, you guys. So I didn't really see too many other questions. If you guys have questions about wraps or about the wrap class or anything specific, feel free to reach out to me, reach out to my staff, DM us, whatever it is you need. But I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the wraps, a little bit about the materials, so that you kind of understand a little bit of what we do, what we teach, and what to expect when you come into a body wrapping class. Even with the spa boot camp, this is part of the spa boot camp because we teach wraps and how to couple them with cavitation as well. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. I also almost forgot the most important thing. I also wanted to announce the dates for the tour, okay? So we're going to put up, cute little flyer video and all that. But everybody's been asking, where are y'all going? What are you doing? When are you doing it? And so I actually want to pull up the tour dates for you guys really quick so that you have them. Give me 2 seconds. Because y'all know I'm not going to remember all the dates. And people are going to be like, what about this city? What about that city? Now, let me also say this. Because so many people ask about different cities, I want you guys to know the cities that we pick and the cities that we go to are typically cities where we have had a large group of people asking us to come, okay? If we have one-off cities where you guys are like, oh, okay, well, what about this one? Or what, like somebody asked me the other day about Kansas. I have never had a request from Kansas, but that's okay. If you guys want a city that is not on the tour, okay, if you get a group of 4 or more, we will come. We will come to you and we'll slide it into the schedule. And you'll be able to see from these dates that we do not have something booked every single month because we always leave room for people to request different cities, okay? So that's just for your benefit. Like I said, we went over all the wrap stuff. So let me give you guys the tour dates. Now, keep in mind that classes are taught in Houston, Los Angeles, Las Vegas every week. So those, anytime you want, click the links in the bio and you can always take a class. But these are the specific cities that we will be traveling to in 2023 and the dates that we will be there. And by the way, the links for our tour are already in the Instagram bio. We do limit the classes, so if one of these cities gets called and you want the city, please go ahead and start booking now, okay? So the first stop is Atlanta. Y'all been asking me to come back to Atlanta. It's been like 3 years. So we will be in Atlanta February the 13th, okay? So Atlanta's February 13th. Miami, Florida is February 23rd. March 23rd is Boston, Massachusetts, okay? March 23rd, Boston, Massachusetts. April 25th and 26th, you guys, we will be in Trinidad and Tobago. When we travel, we typically do the Spa Bootcamp class. Trinidad and Tobago is a 2-day class because we will be doing the Spa Bootcamp on day 1. On day 2, we will be teaching cryo sculpting and we will be teaching the butt sculpting class, and we may add a third thing while we are there. So Trinidad, April 25th and 26th. Then we have June 23rd is Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, June 23rd, Cleveland, Ohio. July 17th is New York. August 15th, right around my birthday, is London. Okay, we will be in the UK in August. Okay, so I'm gonna run down them one more time so that y'all have all the dates. You have all the stuff. It's so exciting. I know y'all been asking us to come back to some of these cities. So February 13th, Atlanta, Georgia. February 23rd, Miami, Florida. March 23rd, Boston, Massachusetts. April 25th and 26th is Trinidad and Tobago. June 23rd is Cleveland, Ohio. July 17th is New York. And August 15th is London. All right, so that is where we will be. If y'all are interested in any of those cities, you can click the links in our bios and go ahead and start booking your tour dates. If y'all have any other cities that you're like, hey, it's a group of me and a couple of my friends, please let us know and we can get it added to the schedule. And if not, Houston, we are always here. Like I said, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, we can accommodate your schedules. So that's it. That's what I have for everybody tonight. So excited to be here with y'all and be back in the groove. Remember, I told y'all last week that I am doing the first, second, and fourth Wednesdays, which means I will not be here next week, but tune in at 6:30, the fourth Wednesday, and I will be back with more info, you guys. So cheers to each and every one of y'all for making it through Hump Day. Hopefully this was some good info, answered a couple questions for y'all, and y'all have an amazing evening. All right, let's keep going in.